This is a brief example of the steps needed to complete Part A, Design the Storage Building, as one of the modules for modeling and data analysis, integrating technology into the Common Core standards. My name is Michael Nunn. So we are in Part A of designing the storage facility within the modeling and data analysis module. As I move through the task description, one of the points that I see is to click here to open this Google drawing. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the link to open the Google drawing. And that takes me to Google Docs, and the drawing is coming in now. And I need to save this into my Google Drive in order to be able to edit this. Right now there's nothing that I can do. I can click on things and nothing happens. So if I go to File and make a copy, then that will go ahead and copy that document into my Google Drive, and now it says that it's a copy of the design storage building, and I can go ahead and begin doing things with this. One thing that I might want to do is to change that, so your teacher may have some description as far as how that naming convention might be. My name is Michael Nunn, so I'm going to go ahead and say Nunn with a comma, Michael, so that things will be put into alphabetical order. If I see a big list of files, I'm going to go ahead and say OK, and now this again is now saved within my Google Drive with that name there, Nunn Michael, Design the Storage Building, Math, Modeling, and Data Analysis, etc., etc. So now what we can do is we can start dragging the storage units onto the grid. Okay, our whole task here is to move each of these items into the grid so that they all fit and that each one of these shares a part of that outside wall. So for instance, you could not have this 5x5 unit in the middle because it would not be connected to one of the outside walls. So part of that task is to make sure that everything is touching an outside wall. So all I have to do is click and hold on any of those units, and then I can drag that unit actually right up into that facility, and now I can start designing things. So for instance, I'm going to take this 10 feet by 25 foot unit, and I'm going to move that over into this spot so that it fits. It needs to be lined up so that everything is lined up with the grids. And let's say I wanted to actually make this one so that its height is going to be shorter or longer than the width. So basically I need to rotate this to the right. What I can do on a Macintosh, I can do a control click. On a PC, I can do a right click, and I'll do that right on the object. So I'm going to control click because I am on a Mac, and one of my options is to rotate. So I can rotate right 90 degrees, right, and then that rotates the object, and then I can go ahead and move that one onto the drawing wherever I feel that I would want to. And maybe that's what you want, maybe that isn't what you want, but that gives you the idea that we do have the ability to rotate and move these objects around as we're doing things. So let's say that I've finally put things where they need to go. Obviously I'm not doing this correctly, but I've moved each of those items onto the grid, and now I think that it's done the way it needs to be done. So I'm going to go ahead and save this as an image file. It's automatically saved as a drawing within my Google Drive, but I'm going to go ahead and now save this as an image to my computer. So I'm going to go to File, and I'm going to go to Download As, and I'm going to do this as either a PNG or a JPEG file. I'm going to choose PNG, so I'll click on PNG. So I've clicked on PNG, and now I'm going to head back over to the original Part A, Design the Storage Building assignment, and now I want to choose my assignment worksheet where I can go ahead and start compiling the different information and products that I've been creating while I've been completing this performance assessment task. So I'm going to go down a little bit lower to where it says open the Google document file grade 5 math sample form claim for storage facility, long name, but it's basically a worksheet. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that document, and this is going to set itself up very similarly to the way that we saw the previous assignment set up. Right now I don't have rights to do much with it. I can't really edit or do anything with it. So my task is going to be to first make a copy, And now that is going to be saved into my Google Drive. So there's the copy has now been made. It says that it's a copy. I'll go ahead and change this one, and I'm going to name this the same way that I named the previous one. So this is going to be none with a comma, Michael, grade 5 math sample form, and etc, etc. I okayed that. Now I'm ready to go with this. So what my next task is that I want to replace the sample drawing here that shows what the modeling and data analysis drawing grid looked like, but I'm going to go ahead and replace that image. So I can select the image, I can go ahead and delete it, and now I'm just going to go ahead and insert the image that I just saved to my system. So I'm going to go ahead and insert. I'm going to insert an image, and that image is in my downloads folder, I believe. So let's see how lucky I am to go ahead and find that. So my downloads folder is here, and here is my drawing right there, None Michael Design, and I'm going to go ahead and choose that one, and it's going to upload, and in a moment it should show up. There it is. I'm going to go ahead and shrink that down just a little bit because it's just too big. So I'm going to click on that, and then I can grab it by one of the corners and just move it in a little bit to resize the document. And assuming that I had actually completed this assignment correctly, then this would be mine to turn in at this point, or to at least to have the progress on this. I'm going to go ahead and add my name to this. So my name is Michael Nunn, and if I were doing this with a collaborative group, I would add additional names to this. And that's a quick sample of the tasks involved with Part A of the storage facility.